Hello, my name is Lynda Monick-Isenberg. I'm a teaching artist and a creative aging trainer for Lifetime Arts. The Culminating Event for your creative aging program is an essential component of your work. The Culminating Event enables workshop participants to share their achievements with family, neighbors, and the extended community. It also helps your organization communicate its value to the local community. It's important that the teaching artists, staff of the host organization, and the students work together to determine the scope, type, and schedule for the culminating event. The event should be widely publicized, especially to private and public funders, to community arts groups, and to service organizations for older adults. Conversations around the culminating event should begin as soon as possible. One of the first things to keep in mind is the goal of the event. Do you want to share a finished product or work in progress? Is the goal to engage the community as active participants or audience members? Culminating events are wonderful opportunities to develop sustainability for your program as well. Do you have specific community members you hope will come? And what is the goal for their involvement in the event? You also want to think about the structure of the event. A performing arts or a writing class may take the shape of a reading or a performance. It could be a performance held live in person or simultaneously live streamed for folks watching at home. For a visual art class, it might be a gallery exhibition or an interactive class where audience members get to participate in making something. Perhaps there are artist talkbacks or panel discussions about their work. These details may become clearer over the course of the program, but it's ideal to plan for them as much as you can in advance. The culminating event should be planned in collaboration with your teaching artist. Part of your planning can include discussions around the art form and how to best share the work with an audience. Your teaching artist will have insights into room setup, audience configuration, or floor plans for how to best exhibit work and make room for the community to get involved. Keep in mind the size of the event. For a performance, you may need a larger space for the performers and audience. In this case, you'll need to decide if you have a room to host the event yourself, or will you find a partner organization or venue who can host the event. For a smaller event, you may have an invited guests-only approach. If you have the ability to host the event yourself, think about how you will configure your space and how it will be staffed to ensure there is enough support for everything to run smoothly. In either case, you should think through the technical needs well in advance, including lighting, audio, or visual components, wall or table space necessary for hanging or displaying work, as well as seating arrangements and refreshments. Finally, once the initial plans are made between the host organization and the teaching artist, be sure to run these ideas by the students. They will have a point of view on it, and you will want to invite them in the final planning to build recruitment for the event. If they're excited about the event and have ownership about what the event will be, they will invite their family and friends. An effective vision of the culminating event is one that meets the goals of the event while involving the community. A clear vision is one that is organized, highlights the work of participants, and takes into account the best time and space for the event to occur. Part of the planning will include how to publicize the event. Work with your teaching artist to determine how the teaching artist might support the marketing of the event. Often, the teaching artist creates a description of the event or supplies some images from the class. And the host organization does the marketing and distribution communications. This might include emails to family and friends, physical flyers that are hung up in your organization and around the community, as well as phone calls or personalized invitations. Your plan should include invitations for important community leaders and elected officials who can help to support your program. Effective planning will take into consideration the time and date of your event. Will this be a one-time presentation or a week-long exhibit open to the community? Will the event be during work hours or in the evening, and will guests need to RSVP in advance? Think about your own community and what time and place makes the most sense to build the best possible audience. It is equally important to your plan to set aside time for rehearsal and run-throughs. Again, something to plan with your teaching artist. Make sure you are organized and know the order of events. When the day of events arrives, you want to know how your space is set up and who is responsible for setup, who is in charge of any technological needs, and what roles your support staff will play and how guests will be invited into the space for the performance or exhibit. Inviting local officials, community leaders, and potential partners is a big part of the culminating event. This kind of programming may be brand new for some communities and is therefore a great opportunity to showcase the benefits of these programs as well as celebrate the work that your learners have made. Sustainability might come in the form of continued funding, access to space or materials, partnerships that can spread your program to wider networks or further access to teaching artists or arts organizations. These should be taken into consideration when inviting folks to your event. When thinking through your goals for the event, you might also consider what you will need to continue your program in the future. Understanding what your next steps are will be key to effectively talking with stakeholders about what you need to create community buy-in for future programmatic sustainability.